Right, I don't know how to start this story because I'm just gonna dive in. There was a new trade being started, come to the end of my career, and it was a fucking nightmare trade. They tried to make a trade. This is never gonna be a fucking 3-minute video. Not a chance. They tried to make a trade out of nothing where they weren't needed. A necessity I don't know who the fuck drank. Some officer fucking dreamt this up, okay? And they filled it with failed guys that had failed to be in a technical environment. And they went into operators, and even worse, like there's a thing in the army called linesmen. And what they do is lay line, all right? That's it. I was working with a guy who was an ex-linesman that had retraded to this new trade, and he'd been fast-tracked up through the promotion bracket, and he was now a sergeant. So he was now working for me as one of my lower level echelon. And I gotta say, he didn't know fuck all. And I found out, I'm going to tell you a sad story, actually. Let me fucking finish this story. This guy went on, and yeah, he did have a grasp of technical, but he didn't have a clue about anything else, about the army, how things work in the army, in the technical environment. You have to make structure. Soldiers are stupid. If you tell them what to do, you give them a couple of steps, that's what they do. He didn't. He was like, yeah, I kind of know. He learned how to program stuff. And he thought everybody can now program that. They can't. Anyway, do you know he succeeded me? He got on to be a W01. He died of a brain tumor in the end. Obviously worked his brain too fucking hard. It blew up. That's cruel, actually. That's fucking cruel. Not undeserving, though, I have to say. I wish it had happened to many of his compatriots. They were brain dead morons. They used to here's the thing, they used to download things off the internet and use it on military systems. And it used to come up with skull and crossbones on it. And I'm like, what the fucking hell is that?